Hey guys, let's talk about a great fragrance and a great line. Today, the fragrance I have for me to review actually, it's a fragrance I totally love. But this is not one of those videos where you're gonna like look at a fragrance review and like, let's just run and buy it or hyping it. No such thing. This fragrance is something I truly feel like it's a sort of like a journey. This whole line is sort of a journey for me. So the fragrance I have for you today is the perfume version of Terre de Hermes. Okay, this beautiful gem of a fragrance. I'll tell you my story with it so you understand how fragrance taste changes over time for people sometimes, and something you do not get initially, but your nose sort of gets trained over the years, and you start understanding a concept of a sort of like a complex fragrance but beautiful fragrance. Sometimes they work for you, sometimes they don't. So I'll tell you the story of Terre de Hermes today, and later on I'll do like a whole lineup because I have all three in my collection. So yeah, it's gonna be maybe turn out to be a little bit long, so bear with me. Let me tell you a story of a beautiful fragrance. So I got this fragrance, I saw it in one of our groups. It was posted for sale. It was almost full, the bottle. I think it was 85 ml or something. Sorry, 85% of the juice was full, and it's basically a 75 ml bottle. So I got sort of like a set. Okay, this was offered as a set. I got it as a good deal, but not super cheap also. Okay, so here's the box. It just typically follows the Terre d'Hermes box. They have their everything, the all the signatures there. So this is not just a fragrance. It comes, as I told you, as a set. So I'll show you what we have in set. We have the fragrance here, Pure Parfum. Then we have the two other products. I'll show you what they are. So you have the image, nice Hermes Paris, okay, and bottom you get your information and stuff. Up there it says Hermes in orange, so the orange is very beautiful touch to it. And I think they have yes, they have mentioned what you get this side of the box. They say you get the Pure Parfum 75 ml, 2.5 fluid ounces, and then you get a shower gel. I'll show you the product, and you get a 15 ml of the shower gel is 40 ml, and the aftershave balm is 15 ml. So let me show you the products. Here are these cute little products. This is the shower gel. These are not important because I don't use this. I just plan to keep them. Sometimes maybe I'll just give it a try. The shower aftershave balm, these kind of things you often don't use, but it's nice to have a collection in the collection. So they have Hermes original products. All right, so very nice cute little gift set. So now here's the bottle. It follows the pattern of the whole Terre de Hermes line. So the original is here. You see the big boy, not really big boy. They got a 200 ml of this, but this is 100 ml standard size, the big typical big bottle. So compared to that, they look kind of same, but this this cute little bottle is kind of dwarfy. I really like it, and there's differences in some ways. Like let's say the bottle, one thing is it's a little bit dwarfy, a little bit short, and a little bit fat, like a Buddha. I like Buddha, all right. And the bottom, you're gonna see that traditional H before Hermes, but this H, if you really notice, original EDT, the EDT version, the H is a little bit less orangey than the Pure Parfum. So they did a very intelligent thing. They amped up the orange color, and the H is kind of more bright and more orangey, meaning to say this is going to be highly concentrated over this. So how do they perform? How do they smell? I'll let you know in a while. So juice color also a little bit. This is a little bit more orangey than this, I think, to my eye. Apart from that, the mechanism works really same actually. Here you pull it down and then you spray from here, and up there you have some what you call detailing going on. Very nice. And the bottle here at the back side, if you're scared of fakes, the back side you're gonna get your what you call the batch code and stuff. So I have it on my hand. It got very good spray. I really treasure this juice. I'm not gonna be wasting it, throwing it in the air, shooting it in the air. So the fragrance, the creator of this is the legendary Jean-Claude Elena, and I would like to say thanks to Mark Robe08. Once again, I'm kissing his ass a lot lately, but I learned a lot of things from his channel. So I discovered Terre d'Hermes from his channel, then I kept watching. So my story let me tell you my story before I review it. Hermes, I saw the review and how people say it's a legendary fragrance. Like I saw every single reviewer, they put their top 10 digital designer fragrance. They always had these two other, right? Angelman by Thierry Mugler and Fahrenheit by Dior. People say these are masterpiece. Initially when I sniffed them, this one I kind of dig, I did dig, but Angelman I didn't get at all. It took me time. I bought this one day I had a small sample, I kept spraying it. Suddenly I had the craving for what is that? It took me few months to understand the concept of this. And then Fahrenheit, I knew, the petroleum, I like the smell of petroleum, so this kind of suit my taste. But when I went and tried Terre d'Hermes in Malaysia, I was in Malaysia at the time when I was watching videos. This fragrance, the original EDT, this one, sorry, I really absolutely wanted to buy it. I tried it several times. I never pulled the trigger because I didn't understand the complexity of it. To me, it seemed like a dirty, earthy, it's like something powdery, sort of like orange smell. It's gone bad. Did not understand it, didn't buy it. Came to Bangladesh, I think after my journey of somewhere in the middle of last year or something, I bought it, all right? So this I understood much later. So the thing is, you really have to develop your taste. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But Terre d'Hermes, I knew this is going to be a masterpiece, which it is. So Jean-Claude Ellena sort of created a legendary line. That's what I was talking about, the line. All three of them. I also have the Eau Très Fresh, the big bucket bottle. I love this. I love this juice to the bits. I love it. So I'll do a full-on 3 line talk when I do put them, in a single video. Now coming to this. This was the last bottle that I bought from this line, just to complete the line. And now I think from the first step, first step was Terre d'Hermes EDT. Second step was the Fresh, which is awesome. And now I needed to have this. And what are my thoughts on this? First of all, this opens up the opening notes. Top notes are exactly same as the original EDT. So this, on the opening, you might find them to be very, very similar. Okay. And after all, this is a parfum version. So parfum version contains like about 22% of oil concentration, I believe, to make it call so that you can call it a pure parfum extract instead of EDP. So the thing is, this is EDT and this is pure parfum concentration. So this actually is the more concentrated version of EDT. Are there any difference in smell? The opening, as I told you, they have the grapefruit and orange. What kind of orange is Terre d'Hermes? It's not. This is the brilliance of Hermes and Jean-Claude Ellena, to my surprise. They did not play a safe, sweet role with a fresh orange. Just cut it open and smell it, or it's a fresh bergamot or orange. No, Terre d'Hermes is not like that. Terre d'Hermes is something they made a challenge for you to accept and understand. So the complexity of this, it's the orange is just like sort of like if you believe in, this line, like if you like Aqua Amara, this is way safer because this has some neroli, some freshness going on, some citrus. This one, Terre d'Hermes, has a similar earthy orange, but a lot more going on. So the EDT, compared to EDT, let's talk about this. So opening is similar to EDT. But in the mid notes, I saw it's like a flint. There's a note of flint. I'm like, what is it? Because sometimes you do not know some stuff, right? I'm like, what is it? It looks like a dark, sort of like a rocky, object and stuff. So I Googled it, sort of, I tried to see what it is. It's sort of like a sharp rocks, which is very much like glossy, waxy, sort of with sharp edges. And then they apparently use them for creating weapons and stuff, like you spark it with metal or something, so it creates, like sort of like a fire or something. I don't know what that is exactly. But then it really got me interested because this note, the middle note, it's not apparently visible in the EDT. EDT is totally different. They have some other notes going on. So top note is same, but the heart is different. And the base, they took out also like from the heart, they also took out the peppery kick from the EDT. So there is no pepper. Okay. At the base, they have sort of like oak moss dimension, I guess, and then they had some woody, woodsy elements going on, right? So that's basically, the breakdown of this fragrance. What I really get from it, it's a beautiful, beautiful juice. Now coming to my thoughts. This one is not as loud or as like a projection monster like the EDT. Who is this for? This is for mature noses or mature crowd. Season for this, I think the EDT is more versatile than this, or this one, the Terre d'Hermes EDT. This you can wear almost all year round, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 12 months a year. This I think is great for the winter time. So the fresh version I reserve for spring and summer. I'm giving you away all my details before the comparison. So this fragrance, you do not have to like must buy it if you're not a fan of this line. If an untrained nose, or let's say, I don't want to say untrained nose because so am I, I'm not very trained nose, but if you do not like really enjoy Terre d'Hermes EDT or even the Ultra Fresh, you're not going to enjoy this. First time I tried it in Bangladesh, it was Starling Enterprise. I went there, I tried it. I thought like this is a redundant purchase. If you have EDT, you do not need this. price for this is kind of expensive. It is like 75 US dollars for 75 mil. You convert that to 100 mil, it becomes 100 US dollars. So many of you will be like, 100 US dollars I can get Chanel, Bleu de Chanel, I can get a lot of Chanel, Dior fragrances. Why I buy this? For the first time, I would like to say, I think rare time that sometimes some fragrance charge you too much and some fragrances are worth that much. So there's a difference. I remember Notting Hill, there's a shop scene. This some guy comes and he's asking the seller like, why is the book? That's why, you know, like he's like, it's is it Notting Hill, or I think it's not Notting Hill. It's a Tom Hanks film. Sorry, it's the film. Totally, oh my god, I think You Have Got Mail. Yeah, You Have Got Mail, where Tom Hanks is owner of a big bookshop. I'm sorry, I'm going overboard. And then he goes and asks like, what are the, someone asks like, why the book is so expensive. So the seller explains like, these are the quality in this product, this is why it's worth that much, it's not costing you that much. So yes, this is why I'm thinking this price is absolutely legit. I would love to pay for any aware alert consumer would like to pay for quality. This right here is a quality for you. So this is not for children, this is not for university college students. No, this is for people who are absolutely, they have full control, they do not speak so much, they do not have to move for anybody. This is pure luxury, this is pure relaxation. When I sniff it, it's just great, and it's more refined, it's less aggressive than the EDT, and it's more how to say, it got more layers, it got like a little bit more creaminess. Okay, that's what I feel for it. I think guys like Pep, Dan Norton, Greggy Boy, even Mark, Matthew Noses, they're gonna really appreciate it. So my suggestion to you is definitely try this before buy it. But I had to really take my time to love this fragrance. So now I absolutely treasure it. I have the EDT here. The EDT seems a little bit more brighter comparison wise. This seems a little bit brighter than this. It projects better, it lasts almost the same, but this one lasts longer than this but projects less. Okay, remember that it's for you to enjoy sitting in the office or house in a kind of colder weather. You're gonna enjoy this at nighttime, daytime as a signature scent. This you can enjoy throughout the year, right? It will, if you ask me which one is the best bet for all year round considering everything, I would still say buy the EDT. If you want to project, this is. But now this overall, coming to the conclusion, my journey given and everything, how much I really took my time to love this line. I think this whole line is a gem of a line. It's something that you should, it deserves the retail pricing, because these Hermes line is a little bit pricey. What they do with their fragrances are they give it like natural feel, they give it like earthy feel, they evoke the feel of sometimes Jardin sur le Nil, like sometimes like they have notes like mango, something from the nature, very natural smell. So I think this is niche quality juice. This is why I was talking about this very highly. I'll give this easily 10 out of 10. Forget about performance, everything, just the smell and the composition. This is the best of the line in terms of quality of a scent. But performance, everything, I'll do a comparison side by side review with 3. But this is for mature men. This is for absolute luxury, pure joy for you to enjoy in a colder weather. So Terre Hermes Parfum, check it out. Do not go and run and blind buy this, but give it a try, and try several days, not just one day. That's when you're gonna understand the concept of Terre Hermes. Overall 10 out of 10, right? So that's my assessment on Terre Hermes Parfum. Let me know your thoughts. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for always supporting the channel. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.